Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all having a good day. And it's good to see you again. So thanks for coming back. I appreciate the company. Wouldn't it be a treat if Raid was going to join us today? I mean, you never know. Maybe he's already here.
No.
Well, apparently he is.
Maybe.
I think it's pretty clear that you are.
All right.
So, here's a weird thing. Every time we play that mountain bike game, Descenders, I have dreams about riding a mountain bike. Actually, they're not really dreams about riding a mountain bike. They're dreams of more like flying through the course from the perspective of a mountain bike, but I don't, like, there's no recollection of holding handlebars or any physical exertion. It's just like a dream of the experience of that perspective, you know, but none of the physical components involved. It's kind of awesome. It's one of the best types of dreams I may have ever had, or at least had in a long time. Very peaceful and relaxing. And I like it a lot. I'm almost afraid that if I start thinking about it and talking about it, then it's going to stop. And I won't have those dreams anymore. That's okay. I'm sure something else will come up. I got some more, quite a bit more work done on music today. And nothing that you're hearing right now, but on the music that I'm going to add to the Tribrary. I don't know if I'll ever be able to say that without smiling. So if you don't know, I've worked with Raid and we've built a Tribrary. And it's like a library. But within it is eventually going to be a whole bunch of hopefully useful assets for other producers or content creators, musicians, whatever you are, or fans. I mean, what if you just want to listen to the music, you can do that too. But it's not I haven't officially announced anything yet, but I did post about it on the Discord. And currently there's only one track in there, but it's the current synth jam that we're listening to right now. But it's 100-minute loop of it. And the way I did it is so that if you loop it, it will perfectly loop forever. And you'll never hear where the loop begins or ends. But it's not a short loop. So it's not like 5 minutes that's going to end up looping and you're going to notice it because it's a 5-minute loop. It's 100 minutes of not random, but I would say maybe procedurally arranged music that I've written. And it should be a lot easier. I've offered the synth jams to any content creators that want to use the music for the back of their videos, but the problem is then you have to download that video, and that's kind of a pain. Then you got to extract the audio, and the audio is not going to be very good. It'll be okay, but it's not going to be as good as, you know, a high-quality, uncompressed WAV file would be. So hopefully this process makes it easier. And the idea is that I want to continue adding to this, not just with music. I want to take things like the Triviz And the custom scenes that I make for the Triviz, I want to also put those, you know, get like maybe 5 minutes of a video, and then add that. And the idea is, with all of this stuff that I'm making, because I'm doing it on a weekly basis, it should just, by the very nature of the workflow, end up amassing a large amount of hopefully useful content, footage, or, you know, whatever. So that's kind of the plan. Now, the downside to it is it's not the most like a listener-friendly platform, having these files on a Google Drive folder. But because they're so big, I can't necessarily put them on Bandcamp. My idea was to use Bandcamp and make albums, and then the album would contain multiple versions of a song plus all the stems. So you could either listen to the song using the Bandcamp app, or you could download whatever files you wanted to use. And the downside is the Bandcamp app limits your per song file size to like 256 megabytes, which for most songs is, you know, more than enough. But for a 100-minute song, it's not even close. I think it's like 1.3 gigabytes, the file. So couldn't really do the Bandcamp thing. We still may use that platform for things in the past. I've used it, or in the future. I've used it in the past and really enjoyed it. Especially, you know, as an artist, it was kind of one of my favorite sort of platforms. And as a listener, I loved it because the app worked so good. And yeah, Bandcamp really kind of got me very excited about purchasing music again. And this is many years ago now. And I've purchased so much music from Bandcamp that I never would have purchased before, that I never would have found before. And there's something about it. There's something about supporting artists directly that gives you a completely different feeling that you never would have gotten walking into like a record store and buying a record. Not to discredit that experience, because that is a very unique experience that a lot of people are not going to be able to experience for a number of reasons. So being able to use Bandcamp gives you a feeling when you're buying music. It's not just purchasing the music for the sake of having it so you can listen to it, right? But it feels like, almost like I wonder if they just got an email, you know, like they just got an email saying that Ryker Gray bought their record. You know, and as an artist, when someone would purchase some of my music and I would get an email saying so and so just purchased your, you know, like knowing that transaction was so direct. And then I was aware of it, and then I could message that person and be like, thank you so much for purchasing the music. I love that. You don't get that on Spotify. You don't get that on YouTube Music. It almost abstracts music from the artist in a sense. But Bandcamp sort of made it feel more connected to the artist. And as an artist, I appreciated that. So you'll probably see our music on Bandcamp before you'll ever see it on like Spotify or something. So, but it will always be free and available to TRICOM members. And that's one of the perks about being a part of the TRICOM. I want to make it a value to you guys. I don't want to just say, hey, join this to do me the favor of increasing numbers on a list. You know? Like, you don't have to do that. I don't want you to do that. I want you to come and be a part of the community because you're a content creator and you realize that being a part of this community, even if it doesn't serve every need you have, it might be the place where you're able to get really awesome music for your videos or really good graphics for your backgrounds, or we're not necessarily like a tech resource, but I just want to offer these things to the community so that there can be special places that they can go to get some exclusive stuff that makes it more of a value than just, hanging out for the sake of it. And I know that it's a process, and it's an unusual process getting into the TRICOM. Our whole onboarding process is unusual, and I know, I understand, I get it, and I've heard it all. I know that if you want to build a community, you don't make it exclusive. That's not what you do. I know. But I'm just stubborn. I don't know what to tell you. What we're trying to do is different. And if it's not different, then I'm not interested in doing it, Like it's a catch-22. Because on the one hand, in order to succeed, there may be choices that one has to make. But on the other hand, if you view those choices as the antithesis to success, then it's not exactly going to get you where you want to go. It might get you where someone else wants to go. But if you're not trying to go where that person's trying to go, then you need to make sure that that's not where you're going. Or else it'll be too late. And you'll say, what am I doing? Why am I in this band? Why am I singing like this? What am I even saying? Why am I driving to LA? Why am I sitting in traffic for hours? Why am I? You have this wake up moment, and it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing it? It all makes sense in the progression of things. But when you stand back and you look at it, you're like, no, this is not necessarily, I don't know. It's so hard to describe. And I think there's a reason why I use the term vibe all the time, because it is nondescript enough to sort of represent a feeling. So it's like, what is the thing? What are you doing? I'm trying to create a vibe. This isn't about video games. This isn't about Steam controllers. It's not even about synth music. It's just those things happen to be things that are part of my existence, my experience. So this being capturing my experience happens to be this right now. Yeah. Patreon. That's the plan. I wonder how many people are watching this right now. I can't exactly see that stat anywhere right now. So I'll assume there's very few people watching this, in which case I kind of feel okay saying this. So, hey, bit of insider information. Here's the plan that Raid and I have come up with. We're going to try and add value to the Discord, to the TRICOM. This show is one form of that, but also, being more organized with Steam controller configs and making those available, to the dozens of us who give a shit about the Steam controller. And the half a dozen of those who give a shit about my configs. But also, music is a big thing that I feel like I can offer. And graphics and stuff like that. And, hopefully maybe technical insights to production-related things. If I could find a way to sort of package that, present that. But the idea is, you may have heard me say that the TRICOM is open until the end of the year. After the end of the year, we will launch a Patreon. And the Patreon will grant access to the TRICOM, to the Discord server. And my thought is that as a producer in various realms, music can be kind of a pain. There's a lot of services to help you get music and stuff, but for me, I've never found any service. I've subscribed to Pretzel Rocks, I've subscribed to Audio Beats, to Sound Blocks, or what's the other? There's like 6 of them that I have used in various capacities, from like free trials to, I even have like a lifetime membership to one of them. I don't even remember which one, but they're all terrible for me. So then I thought, well, if I make music that works for me, maybe there's other people who are also like me that would also find the music that I'm making to serve their purposes as well. And with all this copyright nonsense and all this DMCA junk, it just seems so much easier to say, hey, you join the Patreon community, you're in the TRICOM, and the TRICOM has value to musicians, to video producers, to content creators of various types, and to fans of space music in general. Everyone, now here's a secret. Everyone who's in the TRICOM, once the end of the year hits, will remain in the TRICOM, even if they don't become a patron. So if you're watching this and you've been on the fence, you might want to just join up for the sake of it before the paywall, the great paywall of 2021. I appreciate you, Citizen Sleeve. I appreciate your insight and your encouragement. And Nemo, you are such a joy. You guys are great. So that's kind of the idea, is fill the TRICOM with value over time, and create a Patreon. And if someone, let's just say you've got someone who's making videos and who needs background music and they're sick of using the free YouTube royalty-free music library, it might be in their best interest to drop down $5 a month to have access to high-quality synth jams. And you're getting like 4 of them every week, you know? Well, no, every month. You're getting 4 every month. And you're getting 4 new TriViz, you know, high quality graphic things, which you can, you know, and I want to make a video about how you can use TriViz for all sorts of different things, not just animated backgrounds. It's what I made it for initially, but now it's very useful for other things. So that's the thought. You know, and you want to make it appealing too to, you know, also say like, hey, if you're not a musician, if you're not a content creator, but you just like the music and you want to listen to it, I want to make a good platform for people to be able to just enjoy it, you know? And if we say something like, hey, $5 a month on Patreon, everyone gets everything, and fans and producers and whoever and whatever you are, whatever you want, whatever it is that you're coming for, you just get it all. It makes it simple. And yeah, that's the thought. I, for one, am glad for your busted PBS. Thanks, Nemo. Someone definitely needed to bring up me breaking my PBS, so. No, I'm pretty glad too. It definitely has its, Earth definitely has its benefits. I cannot deny that. All right, now listen. Ziggurat 2 has a new update. I don't know if it's like a crazy update, but I'm excited about it nonetheless. And if you're excited, well, come to the right place. We're very excited around here. Very excitable. But I'm restarting the computer right now. Chell has been working herself to death. She needs to reboot before we get... Hey, sarcastic warlock. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. And welcome. We're gonna play some Ziggurat 2 now. There's been a new update. It adds new stuff, various bug fixes, and improvements. How's that for a changelog? I've got no idea what they've done. To tell you the truth, I was going to play this game tonight even if they hadn't updated it, because I like it. Now, the update just makes things a little more interesting, I suppose. My laboratory. I forgot. I have weapons to upgrade. Let's see. Oh, I love the staffs. One thing that I hope that they do, maybe they did it in this update, was balanced the, what is it, mana or whatever the ammo type that the main weapons use. I know that what they want you to do, I think, what I think they really want you to do is they want you to upgrade your wand, which I'm totally fine with. But some of the other weapons are just so fun. The wand is really fun too, especially the different ones. And when you upgrade them, I'm not complaining about the wand. But some of the other weapons are so fun, but you can't really use them very long because then you run out. And I'm sure it's part of the whole roguelike. We're gonna upgrade our stats so that we use less mana or whatever the ammo type is, and these things will start correcting themselves, I'm sure. But I'm looking forward to that point. Look at this one, gives us a piece of the map. I really don't know what I give much of a shit about at this point in this game. Like in terms of what I want to upgrade and what I like and what I don't like. I don't have a whole lot of opinions yet. But I do like this wand, and I do like this wand. I mean, I think I like all the wands so far. And I have realized that this dude, his ability is actually much more useful than it seemed to me at first. It's one of those abilities where you press the button and he sort of like vacuums up all of the pickups, you know, that have dropped from fallen enemies. And sometimes those pickups are wand mana, spell mana, staff mana, alchemy mana, health. I think all those things drop, maybe. And so when you're playing and you're running low on mana or something, having the ability to hit that button and just suck up whatever is sitting there in the room waiting for you ends up becoming really useful. So I've kind of started using him more. But I like her too. Karina's force push is a really fun ability. In fact, I think I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go with her. I'll take the frostbow, get rid of the freezing hail. All right, now look at this. So your coin drop rate, that's, you know, how much coins will drop over the course of the game or whatever, the run. And if you have a whole bunch of weapons and stuff on you, then less coins will drop because you are increasing your strength, right? Your odds of winning. You're making the game easier for you by packing your loadout. So the game will give you fewer coins. And if you want a hard mode and you want to be rewarded for that hard mode, all you got to do is just pick fewer items. And then all of a sudden you've got, I mean, you have to, like, you don't have to have that, you don't have to have that. So I could just go in there with just a wand, and the coin rate, drop rate is 130%. So if you're really after coins, that might be a way to do it. Depending on what you are running with, because I don't know, like the entry level wand might not be the best weapon to use in this kind of situation. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't even. All right, I'm gonna do it. I wasn't planning on doing that with just one thing, but let's do it. Why not? It's one of the things I love about games like this. This and Gunfire Reborn and RoboQuest and Dead Cells and so many of them is there's not an Everspace also, big time with Everspace. There's not a whole lot of stakes for each run, so you kind of feel a little more a little more experimental. You could take chances that you wouldn't otherwise take if you were playing something that was a little more committal. You know, like this is your loadout forever. So I love that about games like this, because then you can experiment, have fun. I love the sound in this game too. Like the fire is so good. All right, so the bad guy's in here. We need to find the key, and then we can go say hello. Hey, there's the key. Now, we're probably not ready yet, but... Oh, wow, look at that. So I have upgraded this wand, and it now does like a burst fire. They kind of fly all over the place. You see how they do that? It's kind of neat. I've not noticed that. I guess it's not all over the place. They've got quite a spread, but the fact that they're like going up like that, I don't know. That for some reason, that's kind of it's sort of nice. I don't know. I have good feelings about the way that looks when it does that. Like, I like that. Why do I like that so much? That's weird. The cabinet is closed. Captain Cabinets. Trapped in cabinets. Can he get out? Will he get out? Of course he will. Well, there's nothing else in here, so let's go this way. Whoa, he's almost camouflaged. Ha! Oh, damn it. Oh, what? I did not even see that coming. It was in the sky, apparently, falling on my head. Hit me right in the head. Okay. All right, now look. We need to do that again with some more weapons. Especially with that, we're running out of mana too quickly. Notice? I don't want to level anything up yet because I'm kind of saving my coins. Not really for any particular thing, but I just want to sort of amass a larger amount of them. Yeah. See, we need this mana stone because it recovers 25% of your mana when activated, and that keeps you from having to stop firing as much to let it charge. This game is literally the funnest game I have played today. So take that for what it's worth. It is so much fun. It is as fun as it looks. And I This is the thing that always happens with everybody, with every game, with everybody. You see the trailer and you're like, wow, that's a great trailer. The game must be good. But the person that made the trailer is not the person that made the game. And you could have a very talented person making your trailer and a very untalented person making your game. So it's always a treat. Oh, I'm the guy now. It changed. I didn't change it to the girl. I just tried to force push these guys. Hey, don't bite me. Yes, I am a wizard. You got to be careful for these ones because they explode. Damn it! I thought it was the force push again, but it's the other one. How many times am I going to do that? Ah, get away from me! The way they laugh as they chase you. I really don't want to waste that. I should definitely save it. Decrease your mana pools and get 2 more perks? I don't want to decrease my mana pool. I'm not confident enough for that. Like, isn't this cool? It's just like a little hub room, like, but the lava and the sound effects, it's so well done. I love it. This is sort of reminiscent of that one game. What was it called? Like something redneck, something. What's the name of that game? You're like a hillbilly or something, and you go to ancient Egypt, and it's sort of a I think it's like a roguelite. Oh, I haven't played it in a while, but damn it, I can't remember what it's called. But it's sort of like this. Not as good though, and I remember having problems with that game with input. There's like smoothing turned on that I couldn't turn off, or some weird thing like that in that game. And luckily there's nothing like that going on here. Damn. I have a feeling that those guys have just the worst breath. I'm sure they all have terrible breath, but those ones, they've got it bad. Minions. What? He stabbed me in my back. How is that not against the rules of the dungeon? All right, how many coins did we get? That's the real question. 5. That's pretty good, I think. I mean, I only had like 16 before, so now we got 21. What do we want to upgrade? No, I shouldn't do it yet. I should wait. I should wait. Should. I really should. I mean, I keep getting coins every time I go, so I should wait. I should keep doing it. Oh, but I haven't upgraded her yet. Should we? Should we? But if I upgrade him, look at how close we are. We can get to that passive effect. But she has the force push, and it's super fun. Yeah. Okay. I feel like it's worth it. Let's bring her. And we'll do the spirit branch. Because I am a wizard. Cloud Memorial, Floor 1. Wait, there's another door. Hey, it's Lloyd! Lloyd Carnigan! Ha 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 ha! I can push you with the force. when you're her, you have to make sure that you pick everything up, because you can leave stuff behind easily. And unlike the gentleman character, she doesn't have an ability to pick everything up. So you actually have to walk into all the pieces. Oh, I forgot there's a secondary fire. This little burst. Good work.
Yes.
Good work, Raid. Thank you for your help.
All right.
Enemies drop plus 5% more. Yeah, more rewards when they drop. That's like a pinata upgrade. The pinata perk. Drop more goodies when they die. Oh, when they hit you with the ice, it slows you down, just like it does in the real world. Don't the enemies look cool, though? A game with good gunplay, good movement, good graphics can get very boring if the enemies just look boring. You spend a lot of time looking at enemies, you know? I like looking at them. I like looking at different spots. Like, look at their knees. Look at their knees. Look at that. You see that little, like, magical little flame bursting out? They don't have knees. They just have this little flame. Like, it's so cool. They're so cool. All of the bad guys here are so cool. Even those dumb little carrots. Also, one of these days, I'm going to talk about my circle strafe solution for this game. It wouldn't work in every game, but it works pretty good here. I'm just still trying to build my skill level with it, because it does take a little bit of getting used to, a little bit of extra effort. But it's always nice to have a new skill that you're trying to work towards. Sort of a mini game, a meta game within the game. Don't get in his goo. It's painful. Wonderful. Let's just make sure I don't lose any pickups. Oh, I'm already full on that one. See, dude, so you see these, you know, like right under me, right there, those 3 bars, those are your mana bars, your mana types. And you've got different mana for different weapons. And so yeah, that's what that's about. Lose a random weapon if you have any. Get plus 8 points of shield in exchange. No, I don't even care what the other one is. I don't want that one. Look at how much my accuracy automatically improves when I have a slower rate of fire weapon. I would love to get some sort of, like, I don't know, sniper equivalent, you know, like long range wand. I'm sure there's something like that. A weapon type. Hey, a dwarven blunderbuss. What? I thought I dodged it. Didn't dodge that one. Look at him. He's so cool with glowing eyes. Wand only increases damage. Nice. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Sometimes they like throw these bombs and they're golden and they look really pretty, and so I run over to them to like pick them up. But you don't pick them up, they explode. So not everything that shines is gold. Be careful. Good job, lady. Good job. Increase your item pickup range by 50%. That's pretty handy. A weapon chosen at random will... I don't like the random thing. I just don't like not knowing what I'm getting. Especially if I have a choice in the matter. They don't know I'm here. Oh shit, they found me. Oh my god. man. Got me. Hey, Dr. Ravenholm. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hey, a celestial horn. Ha ha ha. Praise ring. I don't even know what that is. What does it do? This amulet grants the strength and resistance of a demigod for a small time. They are more common than one would think, since gods give them away as a mean to earn more followers. I think they mean as a means to earn more followers, but I could be wrong. So, plus 100 damage resistance, plus 25 damage for 10 seconds. Damn! That seems really handy. I'm happy that we have that. And yeah, I definitely want to use it, for sure. Initially, this device was used to light smoking pipes. Of course, the incinerator can project flames forward, setting enemies on fire. Nice. All right, but it seems like this spirit branch is definitely the long-range guy. Not especially fast, but each shot packs a punch. Seems like what they're getting at. And this shield is super handy. Maybe I should use the shield instead of the freezing hail. Oh wait, no, that's instead of the celestial horn, because it's a amulet. What if we go? Yeah, what if we take that guy? All right, let's try it. Does it have an alternate fire? Very high rate of fire, but inaccurate. Quick, accurate. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Nice. All right, and we're the fellow now, so we don't have that force push. So let's not go using it accidentally now, Ryker. Look how cool that staff looks. A little dangly little skull there. That's awesome. Look at that. That's so cool. Dang. Sarcastic Warlock. Here's a challenge to add to your list of eventual projects. Make a magical staff that looks like this. I mean, obviously it doesn't have to have a magical floating spinning orb in the middle, but extra points if you manage to make that happen. But the rest of it really doesn't look that challenging to make, but it's kind of an awesome staff, you know? Especially with the dangly little skull. I mean, it has to have a dangly little skull. Very important. But yeah, it's a super cool staff. There's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, look at that. That's a cool shield. Okay. This is not what's cool in the game. Or is it? Let's make sure we don't leave anything behind. All right. Those guys are really, really satisfying to one hit, you know? You can't do it with like the other ones, or at least when they're low level. But when you can finally just one-shot these guys, it's nice. Don't step in his goo. To hell with your random weapons. Increase my fire rate by plus 5%. I'll take it. Look at that. Very bubbly. So much power. I mean, how can you lose with epic music like that going? I know full well how. It was a rhetorical question. I'm way too familiar with how. Look at this room. Come on, look at this room. How cool. Oh, oops. It's just such a cool room. Everything is so cool here. I want to get these guys first. I hate the acid spit, you know? When you think everything's fine and you just walk into a pool of acid spit, it starts tearing up the bottoms of your feet. It's the worst. Alchemy mana pool increased. Yeah. Wait. Alchemy. Which one is alchemy? Oh, it's the one on the right. Oh, I'm not even using that one. Damn, that was a waste. Oh well. Look at that weapon. What happened here? What is this? Huh.
Deep within the Ziggurat, Ryker thought to himself, "Where am I?"
I wonder where I am. Oh, yeah. The room with the bridge. And the stuff. Do I want it? I don't know. I like these weapons, but I don't know if, you know, like when you're choosing your loadout at the beginning of the match, and it tells you that you decrease your coin drop rate by adding additional items to your inventory, weapons. If I pick this up, will it then reduce my coin drop rate because I now have this weapon in my inventory? I don't know. And the reason I usually never like want to buy weapons in these types of whatever this is because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up my coin drop rate. I don't know if it does. But until I know for sure, well, that'll be nice. I'm just going to probably avoid making that decision. A creature in this floor has the key that opens the lock. All right, we will find the creature. Dang, this looks cool. Doesn't it? It's awesome. I need to not move so far when those guys shoot, you know, because it kind of goes out like a fork. No! That's always such a surprise every single time I die. It's like I never look at my health bar, and then all of a sudden I'm dead. Oh, you know what? I forgot to use my celestial horn. Damn it. We missed our prime opportunity. We're going to do it again. Except we're going to go with her, and we're going to use that celestial... Wait, where is it? Okay, I want to see something. Does the loadout options change do they change depending on... See, like, I don't have the Celestial Horn anymore. It's like the loadout options are different now. Channeling raw magic energy through an amethyst, this wand shoots sparks of pure electricity that can stun most enemies, no matter their size. Okay, well, that doesn't sound so bad. So we'll go with that one. And then maybe the Divine Wraith instead of the Hellish Ember. Plus 50% speed. All right, yeah. And then let's try that. A simple container that can store mana crystals to use them when necessary. Just be careful not to shake it too much or the crystals might break with disastrous consequences. What does that even mean? Is that serious? All right, so we're gonna go with the wand. And I know, how could I ever forget a Celestial Horn? That was the whole point. I don't know. We're going in just with the wand, which is not necessarily a good idea. But the reason I think it might work is because of our Q ability, which will, actually, let's try it. So if I'm spamming this, we're running out of mana. All of a sudden, I'm shooting guys. They're coming at me like crazy. I can't shoot enough. I go boom. It doesn't necessarily help that much. Yeah, that's really not super helpful, it seems. Maybe with a different weapon it might be. Maybe that's what I should do. Go like Blunderbuss with the Mana Stone. That way, well, I don't know. I don't know if the Mana Stone actually refills whatever the energy that the Blunderbuss uses. I don't like this wand as much. It shoots very slowly. You know, like the, I don't know what you call it. The magic wad? Is that what a wand shoots? It's like a magic wad. A wad of magic energy. It flies very slowly with this one. You see that? You see how slowly it flies? I guess that's good. It keeps us from losing our mana faster. See, like those green things, part of me, like I almost went up to them to pick them up thinking that they were health or something, but definitely not. Headshot. Aw, you jerk. Okay, we did it. You know that moment when you realize it's trash day tomorrow and you haven't taken the trash out yet? I'm happy to have it before the trash truck. Before I hear the trash truck. Yeah, Nemo, I know that. I know that feeling. You know, in space, taking out the trash is like I don't know if this is like inappropriate on this planet, but like in space, taking out the trash is like children's work, you know? Like children are kind of in charge of trash in space. You know, I mean, we deal with trash a little differently up there, so it's not like they're driving around a dump truck or something, but it's like all children in space, they handle the trash. It's a great thing because kids don't mind getting a little dirty, getting a little smelly, but it also teaches them responsibility, you know, in kind of an easy way. You can make plenty of mistakes when you're taking out the trash. It's a safe place to sort of learn how to not be an idiot. And everyone has to do that, you know, when you're growing up. Taking out the trash there's a lot of valuable lessons there. A lot of good life experience to be had. Damn, those bombs come right for you. They have good aim. Those guys are seriously armored. I forgot about the secondary on this weapon. Is it sort of like a homing? Let's shoot it next to him. Yeah, it is. That's kind of cool. Okay, we killed him. Maximum health decreased for 25% in exchange for 25% damage boost. I don't think that I have any right to be using any perk that negatively impacts your health. One day. Dang, definitely can't one-shot these guys with this one. Increase wand fire rate by 15%. pray to the altar. Sacrifice 29 alchemy mana to the elder gods for assistance. Well, how the hell are they gonna assist me, man? I don't know. Big pouch. Double alchemy mana pool, but increase something by 15%. All right, I'm gonna assume that whatever we just did was a good thing. Yeah, I'm glad we did whatever that was just now. It was very good. Hooray. What is he doing? He's growing something, a little plant. What is this? Is he pouring water? Nobody knows. Hi! Hey, never mind. I thought it was Lloyd. I was kind of surprised, but it's just an in-game character or like an asset, like a statue. It's not a real person. It's just a stationary sort of piece of art. It's not actually it's not Lloyd Carnigan. It's just a statue. So sorry to get your hopes up. No, damn it, you got me again. Good grief. It's the abs. Whoa, no! I was not prepared for lava. No, I was not prepared to fall. You think I could jump up there? No. Wait. We are not supposed to be right here. Yes, we did it. I knew we could. I just didn't know. We could. There we go. Yes. Perfect. Blunderbuss. Should I take it? I'll take it. Hopefully it doesn't affect my stats. That's all of them, right? That's the whole place. These look like they're doorways, but they're not. So yeah, I think we're ready. Our health is nice and low, so that if we win, then it will be an even more interesting achievement. Hello, sir. On guard. Damn! Oh no! Oh, raid. can't believe that happened again.
My god, that was bloody mind-blowing.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that game. I'm sure that we probably encountered all sorts of things that were part of the new update while we played. I'm not familiar enough with the game to tell you what any of those things were, though. And I'm sure we could read the changelog on the Steam page and find out more. But the bottom line is, even though we don't know exactly what the updates were, I can confirm that it's still a very fun game. And if that's what you're looking for, well, I highly recommend checking out Ziggurat 2. It is an early access, and I have no idea how long this game will be in early access. There was a game, I won't name names, that I was very excited about. Very, still am in fact. A game that I've been playing even on early access. And then I found out, I mean, it's not like a secret or anything, but I found out that the release date, the intended release date of the game is 2022. I don't even know if I'm going to be here in 2022. So it kind of made me bummed out about the game. It made me not really want to play it a whole lot. And I don't know why. I don't know why it had that effect on me. Because I think in a different time, on a different place, I might have felt like, wow, this game is not coming out for a couple of years and I'm able to play it early. How cool. And that has been the experience. That has been how I felt most of the time. But I feel like it's getting to a point now where there have been a number of games that when they fully release, I have deja vu. And I'm like, wait, is that a new one? Oh, they made a new whatever? No, it just took that long for the game to come out. And it's not that the game is bad, but it's that by the time the game came out, my interest in the game wasn't there anymore. Other games had since come out that kind of took my interest. And when you release your game and you make a big deal about it, I don't know how much, I don't know the extent of the goodwill that you get from that initial assumption that the game is great, or that initial excitement. I don't know how much of that lives over time. I don't know how many times you can sort of re-release your game. You know, you release it in early access, and then you release the beta first, right? And then you release it in early access, and then you release updates, and then you release the first version, but it's still early access, and then you release version 2, and then you keep updating it, and then maybe 3 years after the initial update are all the bugs fixed. And I mean, that's not the case for everything. This is a more cynical take. You've all experienced this. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm mentally tired of early access. But at the same time, most of the fun that I have these days in games is with early access games. So it's not like I can really complain, because they're definitely providing entertainment. And I'm having a great time playing them. But for some reason, when I found out that game wasn't coming out, or wasn't planning on being, finished until 2022, I don't know. It almost feels like if you can go into the kitchen at the restaurant where you're ordering your food, and you could just taste the food that they're making. That's an amazing experience. That's an amazing privilege to be able to do that, to see behind the scenes and see how things are being made and be involved in the process, to be able to give feedback and say, oh, that's a little too spicy, but it's good. And then they say, you know what? You're not the only person who said that. We're gonna make an adjustment to that. We're gonna tone down the spiciness. It's a fun experience to be involved in. And I find it like really entertaining. The reality show, the documentary of how games are made. And I think that the early access process is like a part of that drama, you know? It's like it's part of that show where interesting things happen. I mean, Star Citizen, we could talk for hours about Star Citizen. I think Star Citizen is the most wonderful piece of gaming media. It's so much more than a game. It's entertainment. It is a reality show. And it doesn't matter like whether you like approve of how that game is handled and the decisions that they make or whatever. Because even if you don't, that makes it possibly even a more interesting show. So, I don't know. It's weird. I can tell that I don't like early access. And I can also tell that I'm incredibly entertained by early access. Not just the games, but sort of the drama and I don't mean drama in like a bad way, in like a Keemstar way. I mean drama in like the progression of events and unfolding and new things and updates and changes and then postponing and then wiping stats and then like all of this stuff. I like it all. I like hearing about it all. Star Citizen, is a good example of this because kind of like everything surrounding Star Citizen I find extremely entertaining, more than I find the game actually entertaining at this point. And that doesn't mean I don't find the game entertaining. I jump into it every couple of weeks. I'll jump into Arena Commander. I'll have a good time. Space Marine is really fun. Is that what it's called? Space Marine? Marine Commander? Something? I can't remember what that module is called. But I had a really good time in it earlier this year. I think we played it together on the show. But what I find more fun with Star Citizen is watching board gamers videos, is watching the game or the videos that CIG put out, on their YouTube channel, just following the whole progress, listening to the people who are mad at them, listening to the people who have buyer's remorse from spending too much money on fake spaceships. I think it's all so interesting. So I guess I don't really I'm not one of those people who says early access should stop, but I can't help but feel like you're almost spoiling the game. And with the example I used earlier with the game that I don't necessarily want to mention because I don't want to shit on them. It's not their fault. And it's a wonderful game. I really love it. But the fact that game is not coming out until 2022 makes me think, well, there's going to be a lot of stuff that they add over time. And if the whole time I'm seeing these things added, and I don't know, by the time 2022 comes around, if I'm already playing that game regularly, I'm sure that there are games in 2022 that I'm going to want to play. I'm not going to want to keep on playing the game that I've been playing for 2 or 3 years in early access. I'm going to want to play whatever the friggin' new game is that's in early access. Here's what the problem is. It's standing on your toes when you're getting measured. A developer does that, and they think, hey, well, look, we're taller now, but you're not. But then the next person has to do that too. So it's like the new games come out, and it's like, all right, new games are actually old games. They were early access games that are now fully released. And they're usually not that different from the early access version to make it feel like much of a leap forward. I don't even know why I'm going on about this, but I could say it's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, but that wouldn't be true. I haven't been thinking about this at all. And I guess that's probably why I'm just processing these thoughts in real time, because I really don't know how I feel about it, I could see myself having a very cynical opinion on early access and kind of hanging out, and shitting on it with everyone. Hey, early access sucks. And then when I look at where my gaming time goes. It goes into fucking early access games. All of them, almost. So, I guess we take it one game at a time, you know? So, Ziggurat 2 is early access. And I love it. I guess if I think about it, a game like this kind of does better in early access than some other games might, because through the course of development, they'll be adding new weapons. And the way this game works is it really facilitates that. Because when you start, you already have a limited character, you've got limited abilities, you have limited items and weapons. So I don't actually know what has not been made yet. So if I'm playing the game sort of casually, and then they put in a new update that adds a new weapon, it might be a while before I ever even encounter that weapon. So it kind of feels like it's a game that is developing as you play it, or expanding as you play it. And I guess if I think about it that way, if I think about it conceptually, like it's a game that is just evolving. The grouchy old man in me says, hey, that's stupid. Just make a damn game and finish the game and then put the game out there and then make a new game. But I accept that we're on Earth in 2020 and we're not on Earth in 1995. You know? We can't go to the game store and buy the big box and come home and install the game and let that be that. And there's no point in lamenting what we've lost, because to do so is just being negative. I can't really complain too much. I mean, I can think about the things that I miss, the things that I would like to see. But at the end of the day, I kind of feel like, despite it all, this is the most glorious time in gaming that has ever existed on possibly any planet in this solar system. More than likely any planet on this solar system. One day we're going to talk about Saturn. Not today, but one day. And that's where things get a little uncertain. But I think that I've got a Steam controller here, you know? I'm aiming with a gyro. I'm using a touchpad. And I'm loving every second of it. And I'm playing a game at 120 FPS. It's just awesome. I love it. Video games are just cool. They're just fun. And it's easy to have opinions. Sometimes I feel like there's too much. There's too much opinions. Well, not too many opinions, just sometimes I feel like too much of a necessity to have an opinion. And then when I try to have an opinion, I end up getting all conflicted, because then I'll say something like early access is stupid. But then I'll say like my favorite games are all early access games. And I'll buy them. I will buy them. And feel good about supporting the developer making a game that I want to play, while maintaining this feeling that early access is dumb and that people should just finish their product before they start charging money for it. And I guess both opinions are not mutually exclusive, because I have both of them. And I think, hey, would I rather RoboQuest just disappear until it was finished, or Ziggurat 2? Or many other games. No, I would not. I would not want them to not be able to make their game, you know, or not be able to fund their game. So I guess the point is that there is no point. And I'm simply just sitting here in my space chair, talking to my Earth friends about video games. I appreciate you guys listening. I hope you've all had a good night. We're going to call it you're more than welcome to jam out to the synth jam for a bit before it shuts down. But if you want, TRICOM, remember, you now have access to the Tribrary, though there's only one thing in there for now. More will come. All right, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out. Go check out Ziggurat 2 if you're interested in an awesome shooter. And you guys, tomorrow is Friday, and I will see you tomorrow night.